Yeah, all right, everyone. Sonny, just confirm if everybody can see my screen or if I'm audible.
Yes, you're audible. You can see your screen.
Do you want to cover this slide?
No, I think you can go ahead.
Thank you very much. Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you so much once again for joining this session. This is this is the fourth session of this series, that is Agent X. And you can see this page. You can scan this QR code and register this program. And it is still open till January 2026. And you get a chance to get a voucher to take this any certifications. So feel free to scan this QR code and wait for the UiPath confirmation. If you are selected, and you will get informed with the vouchers detail. I will take a pause here for 30 seconds so that everybody can scan this QR code. Then I can move ahead for the next slide. Hope everybody can already have scanned this. Now move to the next. You can see this page. Maybe many of you already aware about the UiPath communities, and this is the page for UiPath Delhi chapter. Feel free to scan this WhatsApp group. You may be the part of this WhatsApp group, and you will get detail. And if you have any queries, you can directly ping your queries into this WhatsApp group. And most of the community user is very active, and they can address your question and queries, and they will respond on it. And you will also navigate to this page community.uipath.com dashboard/Delhi NCR, and you can register if you're from the Delhi and NCR. If you're from this city, you can register. You will get informed any of the new sessions comes alive. If you're from the different cities, you can go to the different chapters. You can register, and then you will get informed for any upcoming series and sessions. Here we have the UiPath team and myself and Umesh, who is going to present these sessions. So you also can reach out to us in case of any queries and questions. We will also drop our LinkedIn profile or um, LinkedIn details so that you can open and send a request to us, and we will accept and let you know if you have any queries during this session and after this session. And if you have any questions and queries during this session, you feel free to text on the chat. So Umesh will try to address your questions. And um, we have uh, we have two more sessions. Of total, we have six sessions. We already have delivered three sessions. That is on the demystifying UiPath agentic automation, the first session. And we have delivered crafting expert prompt for UiPath agent and Maestro and UiPath different products where we are leveraging the UiPath autopilot. And the third session was in architecting enterprise grade automation. And all three recordings are available on UiPath YouTube channel. You can go to the UiPath community YouTube channel, or maybe you just type into the YouTube at the rate UiPath community. All the sessions are there. You can go and check all these three sessions. Who missed these sessions? Yeah. And once this session is completed, the recording will be also available tomorrow. And you can also go through these sessions later as well. Today we are going to present Mastering UiPath Maestro for Agentic Orchestration. Like I said, it is the fourth session of this series. We have two more sessions. One is tomorrow, that is on IXP. Another is on Thursday, which is on the coded agent. And that is all six sessions. Recording will also be available on the UiPath community channels. So what we are going to cover in this session, you can see here, we will start with the BPMN and value of agentic orchestration. What is Maestro, non-agentic orchestration versus agentic orchestration, live demo, then we have a Q&A sessions. I think many of you already aware about this BPMN, that is stand for Business Process Model and Notation. It was introduced by Business Process Management Initiative back in 2004. Later, it was acquired by OMG, Object Management Group, in 2005. And currently, we are using the 2.0 BPN version. And you may aware, like, it is a standard graphical representation of a specific business process in a workflow. It's provide a set of symbols and rules. You can see the diagram here, which we have taken it from the UiPath Maestro. All these elements are there, and we are using the the BPMN 2.0 version. And these are some key components of BPN diagram, that is flow object, connecting object, swing lanes, and artifacts. So coming to this next slide, value of agentic orchestration. The agentic orchestration enable the modeling, implementation, operation, monitoring, and optimizations. And these are some key values you can get it from the UiPath agentic orchestration. That is accelerate agentic AI adoptions, maximize efficiency, improve process outcomes, faster implementation, flexibility, and maintainability. So at this session, we are more focused on the practical scenario so that you can be the master of this agentic orchestration. We have very few slides. Keep it very short because we need to more focus on the practical scenarios, so that you can get benefit of this agentic orchestration and the UiPath Maestro. So UiPath Maestro, that is agentic orchestration. There you can manage all your process. Why we are calling it is agentic orchestration? Because of agent we are integrating with this Maestro. Like, so we not only the process. In earlier it was very uh, cluttered and it was not very organized. Now we have the Maestro with us. There we are using the BPMN diagram, and all these UiPath offering we can group together into the one solutions, right? There we can add processes, AI agents, human APIs, interact seamlessly with each other, right? It empowers the organization as well. And for better visibility, you can see how the process is executing. It is very flexible, just drag and drop and add your processes, add your integration services, add your agents all together in a single flow you can build. And you can also monitor and you can check whether it was failed, it was passed, and you can go and fix this issue, right? So just an example, like before agentic orchestration, if you take example of remittance process, so earlier it was like receiving remittance, human two-way matching, robot upload the file and create a report, and report sends to email and completed. So it was before the agentic orchestration on the Maestro. Now the Maestro come into the picture. So how the process will look like when we leverage the Maestro? So same process, but the different approach here. You can see receive a remittance. That is the same things we earlier used before the Maestro. Now we are adding the UiPath IXP document understanding to extract any information, and we can put a decision element here. And based on this decision, we can navigate to the different transitions, right? All passed, then we can move to the robot can upload and create a report and send the email and complete it. Then we can have the negative scenarios available. If it is fail safe less than 35%, then we can add agent, download data services document, invoice similarity agent, and complete it. So here we are leveraging the agent. You can see these two agents we are using to analyze or some decision making, some intelligent decision making. Like when we talk about the agent, so we are giving the power of the process to take a intelligent decision with the help of agents, right? So there we are putting these two agents to take a decision, intelligent decision, then we complete. Another decision, like if it is fail safe less greater than 35%. There, if you are familiar with the UiPath document understanding, you may be aware about the action center or the human in the loop. In the same way, we can also leverage the human in the loop in this process as well. Like this BPMN process, there we can add the action center for the human in the loop. And based on these decision, either we can complete or we can send it to the email to the process owner to handle it manually. So you can see how benefited it for you if once you include the agentic orchestration in your organization. The simpler process can be converted into this intelligent process, intelligent decision making, right? Here are some basic use cases. We have a lot more, but we have tried to concise it in a few. And you can go into the UiPath website and Maestro. There they will provide a detailed list of like what are the use cases for your POCs for your organizations. You can get and check all these available use cases over there, but we like to cover a few of them here. The financial industry, there we have a loan processing with AI risk scoring. How the process or the workflow will look like. You can see the third column, workflow highlights. Excuse me. There you can see RPA verifies documents. Like we are leveraging the process here to verify the documents. Then we are adding the agent. The agent is like AI score risk. With the help of agent, some predefined rules, context grounding, or adding some generative AI activities as well to give the power of agent to take a decision in a better way so that you can have the process to streamline or execute in a way you are looking for. So you can see AI score risk, then you can add the human. So human for human validation or human the loop with the help of action center or action app. Then we are leveraging the RPA, that is the process again, which will open any of the ERP application or the banking applications to update the data. What are the key value we are getting from there? Faster approval, compliance via DMNS rules. Then we have healthcare. There you can automate patient admission and how the workflow will look like the RPF, feature, EMR, and insurance. AI validate the coverage, exceptions to human clerk, API update and scheduling, reduce delay and improve accuracy. That is the key value you are getting it from there. In the same way, we have many more supply chains. There we have a real time order fulfillment, government permit approval, workflow, contact center, AI plus human installation. There you can have a AI chatbot handles queries. Maestro monitors the confidence, low confidence route to the agent. RB update the CRM. Means like we are adding the agent to take a decision, check the confidence, right? And it is not just an agent. UiPath also going to introduce the conversational agent. So give the power to build a AI chatbot with the help of UI agent as well. It is in preview, but yeah, later it will comes to the public preview. You will also get benefit of this conversational agent building this AI chatbot. So these are some just a high level use cases, but you can also go and check your organization, what process you can convert it to the agentic orchestration to get a better visibility and better track of the failure. So like I said, we are more trying to focus on the demo so that you can also build the agentic process with the help of UiPath Maestro. Let me go to the UiPath orchestrator. So before starting it, let me confirm here, it is not available on the UiPath community accounts. So you are required the enterprise account or the enterprise pro trial account to in order to leverage the Maestro. But agent is available on the community edition as well. If you want to build agent with the help of UiPath Studio, feel free to go and build the agent. Here in this session, we are focusing on the Maestro, and most Maestro is only available on the Enterprise and Enterprise Pro trial. Let me show you if you are having the community account. You can see it is my community account, and there we don't have the Maestro options here. But if you go into the studio, if you go to Studio Web, there you can see the options, the agentic orchestration, but once you try to open it, it will not open for you. So you are required the pro trial or the enterprise account in order to leverage this Maestro. You can Here you can see the drop down. There we have the agent workflow app. Once you click on this agentic orchestration, you can see as the service is not enabled for us. So if I go to the service here, that is the admin panel. Comes to the default tenant, I only have the one tenant here. Come to the service. There you can see we have the options to enable this Maestro, but we have the community edition. Once I hit this enabling, it will ask you to allocate the license. I don't have the Maestro license with me, so I am not able to enable because I'm just using the community edition here. But if you have the pro trial or the enterprise account, so you feel free to leverage this Maestro in your organizations. So let's comes to let me close this first. Okay, let me come here again. Like I said, if you have the license, it is enabled for your tenants. You can come here on this landing page of Once you logged in, you will come here on this landing page. And here you can see all the available UiPath offering, which is for your organizations. So currently I'm using the staging environment. So it is the UiPath Studio Web, Agent, Maestro, and Orchestrator. You can come, either you can click on this Maestro, or maybe you can select this menu panel from here as well. Click on any of the option available. If you want to build agent, you can click on it. If you want to build the Maestro process, click on this Maestro. Let me open in a new tab. So like this service is only available for the enterprise. Here you can manage your entire master processes. So you can see as soon as you log in here, you can have a couple of things from left. If I started, it isn't like I said, it is still in a staging environment. So if you are using the organization, it may be changed for something. So maybe you have a couple of more things here. So home, here you can see all the recent project I have created. And on the left side you will see the documentations. You can navigate and you can see, and all the courses the UiPath is offering in the UiPath Academy. You can feel free to click on this button, navigate to the academy.uipath.com. There we have the dedicated course for the Maestro. You can go invest some time over there, master in a Maestro as well. But yeah, we will try to cover a couple of things in the practical scenario. Maybe you can take the benefit of this recording, the session we are delivering, and also leverage the UiPath Academy and any of the available sources on the internet. So here we can see the recent project and the process template. Currently we have three. It is in a staging environment versus UiPath. UiPath is keep adding a couple of more templates. You can just click on view. It will automatically create a BPMN diagram. There you can attach the process, leverage the pre-built this template, and also monitor your agentic orchestration here, how many time it was success, failed, and you can see all the trends here, the incidents it was failed or success, and how much time it is taken to execute the entire process instances, right? Where it was located in the share folder, how many version we have deployed, right? How many it was failed and passed, how much time it was executed, right? The average time. If I run 5 times, the average time for the entire executions. So these couple of details are here. Process instances, you can come here to see the process instances here. And once you click on it, you can see the see the process which I build and run here. Any incidents will also reflect here in this incidents tab. You can come down here and see all the incidents. So let me go back to the home. So once you hit this start modeling, it will navigate to the UI by the Studio web, because all the agent, Maestro, and the process and the unified app you can only build with the help of the Studio web. So I already have opened the Maestro. Let me start modeling. So once you hit this button, start modeling, it will automatically navigate to the this BPMN page. There you can start building your solution. You can do in a different way as well. You can open your Studio web. And once you are in Studio Web, you can see all the available solution I have created. It can be agent, it can be agentic orchestration, it can be UiPath apps and RPA flow. So all these can be happen with the here. You can click on this drop down, create new. There you have all the available options, right? Agentic process, that is the master or the BPN process you can create. Agent, here you can build the agent, RPA flow, API flow, and the apps, UiPath apps. Apps you can build from here, and you can also build from the UiPath Apps Studio as well. So once you click on this, it will navigate to the agentic process BPN flow. There you can see uh, all the available options here. First, we will start with the autopilot. If you want to build any VPN process, you can also leverage the UiPath autopilot. Make sure what you are going to build, put the prompt here, just hit, it will take some time and build the VPN process, just a high level, or maybe you can, the bare bone, you can just have a skeleton and start mapping with your process. And you can also build from scratch. So this is the autopilot. If you want to collapse it, click on this button, expand once, you can come here and click on again. Then comes to this debug option. As soon as you debug or test, maybe for you, it should be the test. For me, it is a debug. I'm just using the staging environment. So don't be panic like the debug option is not available for you. If it is coming for you, the test, feel free to click on the test button. It will also test your BPN process in your available environment. So once I hit the debug and test, it will reflect all the debugging details here in this panel. Here we have another option, open property. Same you already have seen in the UiPath Studio client. Once you select any of the, here we are calling it as an element, but in UiPath Studio it is calling an activity. Once you hit this, all the available property for this element will appear here. And you can also see the XAML for the entire BPN flow, and the properties you can see what are the available properties for this BPN flow for this particular elements, right? We have many elements. I will cover try to some of the which I'm going to use in this process. But yeah, later you can go and check every elements which is best fitted for your agentic orchestration process. Here we can see the change element. If you want to change this element with the other, just click on this button. And like we have the start and end point. So start, we can add the start here. For end, we can add this end event. So once you start the BPN, it should require one end. If you not add any end element, it will go into the infinite loop. Make sure to add end for your each BPN flow. There we have exclusive gateway. You already have seen in the UiPath Studio, that is called the if conditions. The gateway will decide where you want to go. So based on your condition, you can put, it will navigate to the specific flow. We have this add task. This is just an empty box. Here you can replace with agent or process or anything. I will show you in the later. Then we have intermediate events. If you want to add some delay, you can add this element. You want to add some annotations, you can add this element to annotate your particular elements. So I have built one solution. Will would like to run it first so that you can see like how the BPN flow will run. Then I will walk you through how you can build the same solution with the help of this BPN diagram. So I have built this solution. Let me explain this solutions. So let me check my mm, the VPN is connected. Okay. So starting from this starting point, there I'm just adding a trigger. Wait for the connector. Once you select, all the properties will be available. You can put the name for it, email trigger. And if you want to add some description, you can also add it here. You can see the email trigger names is appear here. And you can see the action, wait for the connector event. If you are familiar with the UiPath integration services, all the available connector, once you click on the wait for the connector, it will automatically reflect all the available connectors here. You can choose whatever you want to add for your trigger point. So I have just added my Microsoft account. These are some connection details. And there we have the available options for the email trigger. I'm just using the email received here. And you have to select the available folder, click on this box, scroll down and select if you have already any folder apart from this inbox, like order or any of the folder you have created. You can select your folder. I'm just selecting this inbox only. And if you want to filter, like you are filtering your email, like this email should be filtered, like you have thousands of email. you want to specific with subject or maybe the body messages or anything like the receiver or the receive time, you can filter just clicking on this. Let me close it. Just clicking on this blank box. Here we have the add condition. Select your condition, BCC email, body, category, CC email, conversational ID, email folder name. From email has an attachment importance, like it is importance, is read, sender email, subject or to. Like if you want to select the subject line should be like this, like contains, not contain, start with, not start with. These are some filter options you can add in your BPN flow or this starting trigger. It is not required for me. I'm just let it as blank. So once you read this email, it will respond, the email receive response. And this response variable contain all the information about your email. So once the email is triggered, and I can do it manually, like run this BPN flow in the debug form, it will automatically get the available emails here. I just have only one email here for this demo purpose. So I can, the process will read the email from this inbox and navigate to the condition here. So I have added two. So if contains value or maybe if contains the subject line. So once I click on this row, you can see there we have the available options to condition. Like if I click on this expression editor, you can see the expression what I am filtering in. So response, you already have seen the email. So response dot subject line should contain the sales order number, right? If it is having the sales order number, it will navigate to this flow. The email summarizer agent I have created, I will let you know, not to worry. Let you know how to create an agent, how you can attach the agent here in this task, how to attach the process, and how the process can execute and leverage all these detail, and it will navigate to the next task. So once it is summarized, so I'm just adding the agent here. If we have uh, the unstructured document data we have extracted from the document, if you want to leverage the agent to summarize it, and we can pass this data to the another process as an argument. Like if you are creating a sales order, that is VA01, if you are required some information like organizations, distribution channel, right? These are the information. If we want to extract from the document or the email body, we can leverage the agent. There we can also leverage the tools like generative AI and all within the agent. I will explain you when I go to the agent builder, I will show you how you can build the agent. You can leverage it here for email summarizer agent. Then you can pass this detail to the another process or agent, and this process can leverage this the input and trigger the process in your machine in attended mode. So once I go to here, you can see if the condition match the subject line should the sales order, it will go here in this direction. Email summarizer, sales order creation, print sales order means like we are just leveraging one process to print to showcase you how the process will look like, and then send the report with the help of sending email. There, then again, we are leveraging the process. You can see the icon for the process, the same three icon, but this is changed because we are leveraging the agent. There we have the task and agent. If you want to add, you feel free to add is the task and there add the process. If you want to add an agent, you can also use this agentic task here, right? So there we have two types of task and agentic task. It can be changed once you add the process. So let me select the first. Here you can see this is the task because I have added the agent, and the action is here everything is action like start and wait for the agent. If I want to change start and wait for the flow, the icon will be changed from here. You can see this star for the autopilot and the agent icon. The process icon will be changed when I change it from here to here. There I am leveraging one of the agent I have built for email summarizer, and there we are required for this agent we are required one input data. So here we are leveraging this input body, like these bodies coming from the emails with email trigger. The body will come here to this agent. Agent will summarize it and will store into this content. Then we have this task that is the sales order creation. We are not leveraging the email summarizer for this process, but yeah, in your scenarios and your use cases, If you are looking to summarize the email, extracting some key information to pass it to the next agent or the process, feel free summarize it, use it, and pass it to the another process or agent. This process should have the in argument in order to pass this process. The data will pass it through this process to sales order creations. You can see what this process will do. This process will leverage the SAP GUI or maybe Fury and create a sales order for me. And once it is created, it will out the sales order. This we are handling into this process. This will return this output and this variable we are passing to this process to print the sales order only. You can see the variable which is here in this process, the sales order creation. We are passing into this process. There we are just printing sales order number. And then again, the same variable we are passing to the this email sending process, right? Once I select it, you can see again we are passing the subject line, the body messages where we all are passing the sales order number, which was recently created by this process, right? Like if we have different subject line, we can build a different condition for it. Like if we have like subject line with test or something else, it will navigate to this way. There we are printing the message and sending the email. Like we don't have any email found in the inbox to process to create the sales order. So you can think in that directions. Like if you have the right email, there we have a proper attachment. You can add the condition, and based on these condition, it will navigate through the next transitions, right? So let me run this process so that you can see. So first you can see the email we have. There we just have the name, sender, and all those detail. Agent will summarize it in some keywords. And this next, it will trigger the process which already have built and deployed in the orchestrator. Then again, I will check like my SAP is working or not first. Yeah. Yeah, it is working. The connection is perfect. Now I'm good to go to run this process to show you how the agentic process will look like, right? Okay, we already have seen the email and we have the process with us. Let me debug it, right? Okay, it is failing again. expression from gateway. Okay, let me do one thing. You can see it is running here. With the condition like subject line, we have the sales order, the email summarizer agent, you can see it is running here. And all the summary, you can see it is leveraging the LLM model. And the summary you can see in this panel. And it is trying to trigger the process which I already have deployed to create the sales order. You can see it is trying to fill some credential in order to log into the SAP. And then we'll go to the sales order creation, that is VA01. Then put all the information. Like I said, the email summary, all the detail may came from the codation, like the approved codation comes into the email in form of PDF. You can apply the IXP. My VPN is running very slow, so that is the reason it is unable to handle it. I will run it again, or maybe I will build it from scratch. Right, we're trying to click on the save button to generate the sales order. It will wait for some time to handle this pop-up to check this pop-up is appear or not. Then it will click on this check green tick. Once it is done, you will see the sales order is created in the status bar. And the same sales order will also be sent over the emails to the process owner. Like I said, my VPN is running very slow. That is the reason it is taking some time. But in the real scenario, it would not take much time. It depends upon your machine and the SAP connections. And you can see the 1916 has been created. That is the sales order number. And you can see this process will appear. Print sales order. It will navigate to the next task. It is print sales order. Again, it will call the another process which is already deployed into the orchestrator. There we are just passing the output of this sales order task to the print sales order. Yeah, you can see the same sales order number is appearing here in the message box, which was generated earlier in the SAP. Once I hit this OK, it will navigate to the send email, and the email will send to the my email. Will wait for some time to show you the same email will come here with the order number which was created. And not to worry, I will walk you through how you can build this process, this entire process. From triggering, and I will always show you how you can publish this agentic orchestration process, and you can trigger it once the new email arrives into your inbox. It will automatically trigger, and all the process will execute in the backend, and you can come to this agentic process and see what is happening over this overall process flow. So like you see the email, sending email, it was sent. You can see the one new emails arrive into my inbox. The subject line that is the 1916, which was recently created in my machines. You can customize your message, but just to see like how the process is executed and handle all those things. I on the sales order is created with number 1916. Thank you. And the same number you can go and check into the SAP as well. Let me copy it and let me validate this. It was created in my machine. And this is just for the example SAP GUI we are using. Same way you can automate the SAP Fury, you can trigger your process, depends upon what you want to leverage it here. To display the order, we can use the VA03. We can put the order number 11916, hit enter. You can see the order which was recently created, the date you can see, and that material we have entered during the executions. You can see. Okay, now it's time how you can build this process. So I will walk you through. So I will start from scratch with a very basic details, right? First, come to your Maestro. Okay, let me close this one as well. Come to Maestro if you have the enterprise license. Click on Start Modeling. It will navigate to the UiPath Studio web. There the canvas will be there. all the available elements. We can start with the basic elements and build the same process we have walked you through. Right? Let me collapse this, and you can also leverage the autopilot as well. You can see there we don't have anything. You can see the center of this screen, drag and drop BPN. How you can export this and share with someone. There we have two different options. If you want to share with someone from your organization, just click on it, put his or her emails, and save it. Notification will goes into with the email, and they can leverage and they can you can collaboration with different teams. You can work together. It can be two teams or three teams together. So you can start building the solution and share with your teammates. They can work together. You can see if you already have built and you want to upload it, comes to this like I already have it. Come here, right click on it, and download the file. The same file you can import it. You can see the test flow that .bpmn. It is also asking the BPN file, right? You can upload it, download it, and upload it and share with someone else. They can upload it and start working on it. But a couple of things you need to be make sure all the available applications, agents, and the process should be there. If it is not, you can create a solution packages. You can share the solution package with your team. They can deploy it into the tenants or they can deploy it into your machines, right? So once I hit the start modeling, it is navigating to this page, right? And by default, we have the start event, right? If I don't want to keep it like this, we can remove it. We can add my own, just drag and drop. And there we don't have anything, right? So first thing, we need to add one start and we need to add one end, right? But we need to attach it. Let me complete it first, then we can add the end event so that once the process is completed, we can add this end event. So just it is we don't have add any actions here. If you want to add any actions, so you can come here in the properties panel, click, we have the wait for connector. Select available connectors in your tenants. I do have all these connector with me. Let me search for the Outlook, Microsoft Outlook 365. Then it will, so I already have created the connections here. If I come, let me open my integration services. So it is not as easy as you are thinking. If you are familiar with the integrations, that is coming from my integration services. Let me come here in integration services. These are the available connectors. I already have built the connector for my Microsoft account and the GenAI activities, right? So these we already have added. That's the reason it is reflecting here. If it is not there, then you need to create a connections, right? Then we need to add the trigger point. Email received, like you already have seen in my pre-build process. You can change as per your requirement. Select the folder. It is depends upon your desired folder. I'm just looking for the inbox only. And then we have the filter option. If it is required, then feel free to add. If it is not, then let it be as blank. And then you will see the response here. It will automatically create the response file above. So all set. Once the email is arrived, it will automatically trigger my process. Now, if you want to hold for some time in order to see like what is happening, you can feel free to add some delay. There you need to add what is it? This intermediate option. Let me show you. I will remove it. So you can add it, and you have this options action. Wait for connector or execute connector. That is the not right thing. Okay, let me delete this. Okay, I will add it later to show you. We have 30 minutes left, so let's try to complete each and everything in the. So now I'm adding the exclusive gateway in order to take any decision based on the data which is coming. So not to worry, this is the single arrow. When I go back and come again, this agentic process one, the arrow will, you can see the only the one arrow will be there. Yeah. So I have added the exclusive gateway, which is nothing. It's just a decision. We can take a decision like whatever the data is coming from this connector, and based on this email, we can decide what we need to do. I'm doing it again because we have replaced this element with the another, so that's the reason it will all the properties gone out, and I don't want to add any filter here, so let that as be and keep this decision box, and let me add the task here. Is the agentic agent email SUM summarizer. Okay. And you can see it is in red. Not to worry, I will add some condition. It will automatically goes out. So here we are adding some agent so that you will also take a decision, intelligent decision with the help of agent. So the agent I already have built, but I will walk you through how you can build your agent as well. The simple agent will not take much time. So we can rename this agent. You can see it is in the preview. Once it is alive, you can see, build the conversational AI agent. Let me close it. Then you will see some prompts already added, but it is not the meaningful. So we need to keep a very detailed. So I will just add it here. You are an agentic assistant. Your role is to summarize the email as an input. So as we have the autopilot, I don't want to invest more time to write a proper prompt here. I will leverage this autopilot to improve this prompt. So the autopilot is still building the prompt for me for system prompt and the user prompt. And if you want to go like what is system prompt and user prompt and what is the agent, we already have delivered the three sessions. So you can go and check the last session was presented by Umesh. You can go and check the UiPath YouTube channels. And there we have covered all these in details. Yeah. These are the system prompt, which was created by autopilot. Then again, it is for the user prompt. Then we need to create an argument variable, email content. You can come here. There we have the add property, which is I'm creating a variable here, email content. Now you can see it is green, means like we already have created the argument. The output we see the content, or maybe we can rename it agent content or okay. So my agent is created here. And now it's time to publish it. I'm just using the shared folder. So all the agent is completed. If you want to test, you can debug it. You can pass some values. It will test, but as we don't have much time, so let me publish it. And you can also see how we can publish. Orchestrator tenant or your personal workspace. I'm selecting the orchestrator tenant version. You can change it and initial publish. So agent is published. So it is not just only the publishing. You can go to the package solutions, and you need to deploy this package into your folder. It is just for the agent only. You need to deploy into the package as a package in your folder. But for the process and for the agentic process, it is not required to deploy. Just to publish and it will automatically reflect over here. So it is ready. Let me deploy it. Agent session 4, choose the folder that is shared folder. You want to create a new folder. I don't want any new folder. Solution root folder, it will create a root folder under the shared folder. Let me review. Once you go into the review, you can validate before the deployment. If it is having any errors, you have to fix it first before the deployment. All set, there is no validation error. Now it's time to deploy this agent into my share folder. The agent is agent underscore session 4. That is my solution's name. So yeah, deployment is done. Now it's time to activate the deployment and select the agent name, put it here, click on activate deployment. Once you hit activate, it should be reflected here. You can see agent session is here and it should come under this processes, right? My agent is ready now. I can close this window. It is not required. Comes to my process and now I can select my agent here. Like you already have seen, if we want to add any process, I can start and wait for the RPF flow. But yeah, I'm just adding this agent here. So I will select start and wait for agent. Once you hit, the icon will change. And this agents is required the, what this agent is, required the email content. So the email content will come from here. So you can click on this, sorry. You can click on this email content. Like we already have connected my email trigger, so I can search it for email subject or maybe subject. You can see the email received and the subject is here. Oh no, no need to summarize the subject. We need to summarize the body. Click on body content. It will summarize it and the body is nothing. We can see the body message is this. We need to summarize it. But in your scenarios, in your real world scenario, it can be your sales order, the purchase order detail comes in this form of this plain body or maybe in PDF format. So we need to apply some document understanding with the help of IXP. So yeah, for these sessions, I'm just using this email body to summarize with the help of agent. So the agent will return the agent content. Later, we can use this content to see what is coming in the summary. Yeah. So you can see it is still red. So we need to provide the conditions here. You can see we have selected this direction. Here we have conditions here. Let's click on write expression. So we have the variable, right? Response variable, like once the email is arrived or the process will read the email. So it should come into the response email. So we have the subject line. So we can use the subject line equal to sales order. If it is sales order, then it will goes in this direction, and you can see, sorry. And we can add one more. It should be, print message or print, yeah, print message. Let me indeed add condition here. Condition can be anything if for this subject can be, sorry, can be test or anything, yeah. So you can see no error is there. Now it's time to add the sales order creation process. Let me add one more task. just clicking on this, or maybe you can just drag and drop it from here as well. And you can add the arrow. Yeah. And we have created a process. Let me show you the studio. Now comes to studio. So we have created created the order creation process. There we are calling some reusable component, SAP login, and then we have sales order creation, just adding some activity skill process. Excuse me, SAP login. We are just using reusable component and navigating through the SAP. And I have published this process into the UiPath orchestrator. And I can add this process because it is available in my tenant. You can see. Go to the orchestrator. Shared folder, processes, and all these process. Agent sales order creation process, already have deployed it. And also I have deployed two more process, print messages, just a message printing and email send. So these two process I have published. Simply pass the argument. I will show you how you can leverage this process into your agentic process automations. So I have just added the task here. There we have the action called start and wait for the RPA flow, that is the RPA process. Then it will automatically check your tenants and all the available process will reflect here. So that is the agent X sales order creation comes in shared folder. It will respond the sales order number once it is completed, right? Okay, we can leverage or utilize this variable later. Once we call the another task, I can select it, create a add task, and this task will print the sales order number. Print sales order number. So, and I can select the action. Again, I'm selecting the start and wait for the process. We have many more. You can utilize it. Start and wait for the RP process. Then again, I need to select the print message. And it is required some message to print. So you already have seen we have one output variable which is coming from this process, that is agent X sales order creation. I can find it from here. Out, you can see out sales order number. We are passing it to the as a message. And in case of any error, it will be handled in this variable, this error variable. Now I can add one more task which will send the email. Sales order number email. Okay. So again, we have one process which I have created to send email. Just a simple process which will require the in subject line, message body, and the email. So need to add the process name again. So again, let me maximize it. Yeah, here we go. Select the action again, start and wait for the RPO flow. Then I will select the send email AO, agentic orchestration, and it is what some variable. It is nothing the argument which I already have created in the process. Subject line, it can be sales order number. Sales order number. And I will put the variable which is coming from this process, that is out sales order number. You can see agent X, and under this agent X, we have one out variable, that is out argument, sales order number. I am putting as a subject line. Okay. And we are required some body message. Hello, sales created. And the sales order number, again, we have the variable out sales order number. And you can put some signature. Thank you. Sales order bought. And we have one more variable which is required the email to whom we have to send the email. I will put in my email mcom.uipath at outlook.com. Okay, now all set. And like I said, when we start the process, we are required to end. If we not add any end elements here, it will goes into the infinite loop. So make sure to add one end, and we can rename it as well. And process all set. And we can also end this print message. Okay, this is again, we don't have added any message here. So again, we can add the process start and wait for our flow. There we have created a process to print the message, and we will pass the message like no email found for sales order creation. Please try to check. Please try to check again. Okay, that's the simple message we are printing. We are calling one of the process we have built the UiPath Studio, which is required the input message. We are just passing this input message dynamically here, and that is all set. Now I can send the same. So yeah, so I can add one task here, which will send email. Let me copy the same message from here and add one process. Again, selecting this process. And now this time we'll set the send email. And let me here add the subject line. Sales order body message. This one. Email again. MF Khan.uipath@outlook.com. Now we all said I will attach this process to the end process end task. So it should not goes into the infinite loop. Okay, so let me copy this. Okay, and delete all this here. I can create a new mail so that you can see sales order send. And it is refreshing. I can check the is it still alive or not? Yeah, it is still. Now I can see email here. We can trigger this process what I have built just now. Okay, can add here trigger. Okay, and you can see it is automatically saved. You don't need to click on Control S. It will automatically saved here. Now let's try to run if all set. So it automatically read the email into the agent to summarize the email. We will see how the email summarize will look like, right? Email summary is here. Now it is trying to leverage the process to create the sales order. I'm sorry, my VPN is quite slow and it is trying to open the process, but you cannot see here. It is taking some time to launch the applications and putting some values here. Okay, expected is 578, actual is okay. So it was failed because we have entered the wrong material number, and it has stopped here, and you can see it will be failed message because of the material which we entered. It was the same material we already have entered, so it was failed because of this and this reason. So you already have seen these scenarios. We have trigger, email, summarization, sales order creation, print, and sending the email. So if we run it again with the different subject line, you will see it will goes to the different directions. So let me back to the design. And the scenario we already have covered when I have started. So you already have seen all these creations. Let me cover these scenarios as well. I can delete this. So yeah, we are trying to check the second conditions. I will run it again. You see it read the email, and there we don't find any sales order subject line. Now comes to this print messages. It will auto populate this message box. No email from for sales order creation. Right, please try to check again. Once I hit OK, it will send email with some details, subject line and body message. Then it will stop the process. Yeah, email string comes to the inbox. You can refresh it. That's in the email. The final things we need to deploy it, and once the new release arrive, then it will automatically trigger the stage process. So it is ready. Back to the process design mode. Let me publish it. Okay, orchestrator, publish. Okay, we're testing. The next version is 2. Come to the process. Refresh. Okay, let me upgrade process with the latest version. Okay, now we come to this process instances so that we can see if the new process is triggered or not. Okay. Okay. So stay on this page. Let me send email so that it should trigger the process. As soon as the new process, the new emails arrive into this email box, it will automatically trigger the process. Hope so. Let's see. how it will trigger the process. So there is no running process. Let me refresh and close this window. No more process is running. Yeah, new has arise. Okay. Release second. Back here, what is the copy I have? Email received, mail sent, new report created. Mm, 5 minutes left. So let me try to deploy it again so that we can cover this one as well. Okay, all set. Okay. Okay, so I will check again. So why it is not running, because the trigger point already have set for the once the new email is arrives and it will automatically trigger. So hope so this will help you to build your first Maestro project if you have the license. and I'm sure it really you really get the better understanding like how you can start and how you can find the real use cases in your organizations to build the enterprise solution with agentic orchestration leveraging UiPath Maestro. So we have the next session planned tomorrow. There we are going to cover the UiPath XP and the QR code you can scan. Feel free to scan and register for this session. And all the recording will be available on the UiPath community YouTube channels. I will take a pause here so that you can scan this QR code. And we only have 4 to 5 minutes left. And I'm sure you already have text some questions and queries in the team chat, which Umesh will try to answer your questions.
So there were some questions which is for which the answers has been provided in the chat. And regarding recordings, as Franz mentioned, it will be available on the same page where you have registered for the sessions. And the next session is planned for tomorrow, which is focused on IXP integration with agents. So that part is still in preview, but we'll try to cover as much as possible to showcase the capabilities around IXP and agents. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. That's it from today's session. Thank you for participating in the series. We look forward to see you again tomorrow in another exciting session.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Umesh. Thank you all.
Thank you.